Hi, what's up, guys? Mike here, head trader at True Trading Group. 2020, I welcome you with open arms. Come to me, 2020. Great way to start the year with a 75% gain on the bulk of my position in a SPY option trade. Um, just one trade for me today, guys. That's all it took was just the one option trade. It's kind of funny because earlier today, you know, there was a few small caps that I had on watch, like SES, um, Fuel Cell, Trill. What was there was another one that I had on watch today. Oh, Sava. And they didn't trade. Oh, Archon was another one. They didn't trade well off the open. So I'll take you guys through them. Like SES, you can see did not trade well off the open. Very, very choppy. Archon off the open, just gross, very choppy. Fuel Cell didn't like none of the small caps that we had eyes on off the open traded well, and I didn't go after any of them. I didn't pull the trigger on any small caps today because I do not chase opening bell momentum. Just because the stock gaps up does not mean I'm just going to chase that first candle as it pushes higher. If that's your style, you got absolutely smoked on SES. Um, if you chase this thing up here at $11 off the bell because it then pulled all the way back down to 850. So that's why I don't, chase these small caps off the bell. I wait for patterns. I wait for setups. And it kept me nice and disciplined off the morning and allowed me to focus on a SPY setup that I was looking at. My trade today in the SPY is pretty interesting. My trade today in the SPY is pretty interesting because I had a fundamental theory coming into the day today. Um, and the theory ended up being wrong in the afternoon, but I made all my money right there on SPY put options. I made all my money right there on SPY put options, about a 75% gain on the bulk of my position. And now let me explain to you guys what kind of my thought process is here with the SPY, what I expect in January. Go to the daily chart here on the SPY. You guys can see this is um, a huge move in the SPY over these last 3 months. October, November, December, just huge, huge move in the overall markets with very little pullback. I mean, you just had very brief pullback here. You had a very brief 2-day pullback here and a brief 2-day pullback here. We have not had a pullback last more than 2 days. And it's been, you know, the pullbacks have been corrected very, very quickly. Just 2 days later, 2 days later, 2 days later. So you're getting 2-day pullbacks. We take it back in 2 days. 2-day pullback. We take it back in 2 days. 2-day pullback. We take it back in 2 days. You have not seen any steady, consistent pullbacks. You have not seen any consolidation follow those pullbacks. You've just seen pullback, rip, pullback, rip, pullback, rip. So I think we're starting to overheat a little bit. Honestly, I think every news outlet I look at, I'm starting to get that feeling of euphoria, um, which is a bad thing when everyone thinks that nothing can stop the market and it's just going to keep going higher forever. And um, I don't like that feeling of euphoria, and I feel like that's kind of where we're getting to. And I feel like stocks are getting pretty expensive. I mean, Apple crossed over 300 today, guys. Apple is up 100% in 1 year. Think about that. Apple, the largest, the most valuable company, okay, in the United States, is up 100% in 1 year. It's just incredible. They're talking about $1 trillion company is up 100% in 1 year. It's up 37% in the last couple months. It's ridiculous. All right, it's ridiculous. It's just crazy. Um, so I think we're starting to get a little overheated, to be honest. So coming into the day today, I was looking for a pullback in the SPY. Let me explain to you why. The Santa Claus rally was in full effect in December. What is the Santa Claus rally? Why does it happen? When you have a strong market throughout the year and you're sitting on the market is sitting on strong gains. Typically in the month of December, you'll see the market will float higher. Why does the market float higher around Christmas time? That's why they call it the Santa Claus rally, because you have a lot of investors, institutions, funds that have a lot of profits on the year because of the gains that the stock market has made over that time. And rather than taking profits the last couple weeks of the year. If they just wait a couple more weeks and take profits in January, you can roll that tax bill over to the following year and pay those taxes at a much later date. So you tend to see very little selling pressure in the month of December when you are sitting on a solid gain year for the overall markets. Now, the exact opposite of that is true in weak markets. You saw that in 2018. 2018, okay, let me take you guys to 2018 in the month of December. Look at the month of December in 2018. Because when the market is not sitting on gains, there's your open. Okay, there's where the market started the year in 2018. When you are sitting below the market and you're sitting on losses, people will tend to sell their positions to realize that loss so that that could offset some gains that they make elsewhere. All right. So it's called tax loss selling. So you sell your losing positions to help offset some of the gains to pay less taxes on some of your winning positions. All right. But the Santa Claus rally, okay, is what you're seeing, what you saw here in the month of December. You also have people that chase gains. Okay. So it's like you can't go into your year end statement and not show that you're long SPY at all time highs, or not show your investors that you're long Apple or Google or AMD or, Roku or some of all these big flyers that are up huge on the year. Lululemon, like a lot of these huge big gainers, you want to show that in your year-end statement. So sometimes you have people come in, they chase gains. That's where the Santa Claus rally comes from. So coming into the day today, I actually think I'm a little bearish on Q1 of 2020. I think we're going to get a pullback in January as some profit taking kicks in, and it's a healthy pullback. I think we see a healthy pullback, guys, to 350. Okay, this is the area that I think we're going to pull back to right here, previous all-time highs. And if we do pull back to 315, it'll be very, very, very healthy to reset their balance and then continue our way higher um, later in the year. But I think we're going to pull back towards 315. And coming into January, I'm actually a little bit bearish. So coming into the day, we had a big gap up here today, pushing right up, testing previous all-time highs. Here's your previous all-time high. And as I zoom this in, okay, we were gapping up right into that area. So we pushed up and actually printed new all-time highs, but we start to tail here. See here, we start to tail here, and I'm just going to move this line up and create this clear resistance at 324. You guys then see we were making higher lows for 4 of these consecutive candles. You can see higher low, higher low. Actually, every single one of these candles off the open was a higher low. And then now keep in mind, I'm coming into the day today with a bearish mindset. If I was coming into the day today with a bullish mindset, I'd probably be looking to get long this on a break above 324, but I'm not. I'm coming into the day with a bearish mindset because of the things that I just talked to you about and expecting a pullback in the month of January. Turns out, the end of the day today, I was wrong. The market ended up pushing to new all-time highs into the close. Well, we saw some profit taking. We saw a pullback in the morning. That's what I was looking at coming into the day. So I saw this resistance here at 324. I saw higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low consolidation. And once we broke that higher low pattern during that consolidation and got below VWAP. Right there is where I went ahead and I bought SPY put options. I'll take you guys to my trade announcements. Here you guys can see I bought SPY 323 strike, tomorrow's expiration put option at 56 cents. And I was going to stop out if the SPY got above that 324 area and we got up to new highs. So there's my entry. If the SPY did that, I'm exiting the position. All right, but I'm trying to use this 324 area as my backstop and look for a pullback from there. And sure enough, we pulled back in from there. We broke below the initial morning low. There's your initial morning low. We broke below it. And as soon as we made that first new low, I took a piece of my position off the table. You guys can see here, I sold 25% of my position at 77 cents. Then we extended lower off of that. And I sold the bulk of my position right there at 98 cents. Half my position came off the table at 98 cents, which is it's around a 75% gain on the bulk of my position. And then I held on to one last piece of this position. It was a little less than 25% that I was holding because I wanted to see if this initial morning low acted as resistance. And right here on this first attempt, VWAP was also sitting there and it acted as resistance and pushed us back to lows. Um, and that was my stop loss. Okay, that was my stop loss. And you guys can see we ended up testing this area again during lunchtime. We failed again, but then broke above it in the afternoon. And right there is where I exited the last piece of my position. You guys can see here at 42 cents. So I lost some money on the last piece of my position, but the earlier take profits on 75% of my position at 77 cents and then at 98 cents. That's like a 75% gain on the bulk. Well, more than covers that and still leaves me with a nice little trade on the day. So it's kind of funny that the bulk of my not the bulk, all of my money today was made short the market, um, and we closed at all-time highs. So it's kind of funny that this is where I made my money, but it was a calculated trade. I had my reasons. I took my profits. I wasn't looking for a complete, rollover disaster. Market, goes down to three. I wasn't looking for anything like that. I was just looking for a cool off pullback where we gapped up big today. I thought some profit taking would kick in today from some people that maybe wanted to take profits the last couple weeks of December, but decided to hold off. I thought this gap up this morning was a perfect opportunity for some profit taking to kick in, and we got that profit taking kick in. We got some Fed minutes today at 2 o'clock. Maybe that helped a little bit to maybe push the markets higher going into um, the close, because right around there is when the market started to push. So here's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, the Fed minutes were released, and then you started to get the market start to push. So if it wasn't for the Fed minutes, maybe we pull back down towards lows. Who knows? Um, we'll never know. But that was my game plan in the morning, and it worked out. It worked out well. But tremendous day in the overall markets, guys. All-time highs all across the board: Dow, Nasdaq, SPY. The only thing that didn't participate today was the Russell 2000 small caps, but broader markets today absolutely on fire. Um, you guys, if you are not, if you still do not know how to trade options, you guys really need to start to learn, even if you have small accounts, because the action that we are getting in large caps is unreal. It's unreal. The action that we're getting in large caps, the range on a lot of these stocks, like AMD, Roku, Tesla, the Spy, Boeing. I mean, we're getting huge moves on these large cap names. Um, that if you guys are not trading, you're missing out on some really good opportunity. If small caps are quiet and they're dead, you guys can't just keep banging your head against the wall. You got to start to look for opportunity elsewhere. The options course is included in your TTG membership, so you guys are more than welcome, obviously, to join TTG and go through my options course. But even if you guys don't get it from me, just learn how to trade options, because the opportunity in large caps right now with markets at all-time highs is amazing. So you guys are really missing out on some really good opportunity if you're still not trading options and you're not familiar with it. So if you guys want, you guys can click the link below. It'll take you over to the website, and you guys can save. You can get a discount on a membership that you trade into. That gives you access to all of my courses, including the options course. And it's a 1-year membership. You get access to every single course that we have. So you guys can click on the link below if you want to take my options course. I highly recommend it. I pulled out 75% on the bulk of my position today in the SPY. It's a great way to start the year. And if this is, kind of foreshadowing of things to come, I welcome 2020 with open arms. 2019 was great. It was awesome. Um, Another big year. Made a little bit less in 2019 than I did in 2018, but still a very, very, very strong P&L year. And I'm looking to maybe set some new milestones for myself in 2020. Hopefully you guys are too. All right. See you guys in chat tomorrow. We'll look to close the week off strong. Welcome 2020. Later, guys.